Hi everyone, welcome to another holistic wellness video with me, Melisa Arroyo. So today's topic is some things to expect from counseling. We all may have some ideas of what counseling might be, depending on how much you know about it and if you've done counseling before. And when I'm talking about counseling, this is not necessarily having to do with psychiatry. This is more of, the actual counseling profession. And this is actually a video that is promoting Counseling Awareness Month, and today I am wearing teal because it is called Teal Day. I know that there's a bunch of other great things out there going on for the month of April, like Autism Awareness Month and Earth Day and Earth Month, and I support those completely. But with my limited amount of time and resources right now, I don't have a lot of time to be putting my attention on everything that I find important. So I had to kind of pick and choose. And since I am studying to become a licensed professional counselor, I am a student counselor at the moment. I thought it would be great to help promote my fellow classmates, my fellow interns at my internship site, and all other counselors, whether they're already licensed professionals or they're LPC associates, or whether they've been around for a while, or even, LPC supervisors. Been lucky to have amazing support from supervisors, and I know a lot of amazing instructors at my university. Shout out to you guys. And so let's get started in our video. Remember to like, subscribe, ding that little notification bell if you would like to receive notifications of my newest video, and let's get started. So what things pop into your head when you think about counseling? Maybe it's the whole blame it all on the mother thing, that whole psychoanalysis type of theory. Not a lot of people use that. Not to say that there isn't good techniques associated with that kind of therapy, but therapy has come a long way since then. We've developed skills, we developed ways of really nurturing and creating a therapeutic environment and therapeutic relationship with clients. So, what are some things that you can expect from counselors? Well, some of the ones that come up a lot are, counselors are going to give me advice. Counselors are going to solve all my problems. It's just going to be real quick. And it's not going to take a while, and they'll solve things for me. No. Counselors are not supposed to really be giving you advice. If they are, I hope that it's in the realms of psychoeducation and not necessarily telling you what to do. Part of our therapeutic process is aiding in helping our clients make decisions for themselves. Of course, when it comes to minors, there's a little more stuff going on there, but of course, it is important for us to empower our clients to pick and choose their own choices to better themselves, and not for us to be telling them what to do. And while we provide psychoeducation, we reflect feelings, thoughts, we reflect meanings. So we're basically kind of like a mirror that reflects more than just the physical. I mean, we will sometimes point out, I noticed that your face is doing a certain thing when you mention this, just to make sure, like, say they're saying like, oh, I'm in a good mood, but their face looks sad. We may point out like, yeah, well, it's not this, it's not congruent with what you're telling me. So, like I said, we're kind of like a mirror, but we will also mirror back other things, so you could kind of see for yourself what's kind of going on, and you could bounce ideas off of us. And like I said, there's the psychoeducation aspect. You could ask us some stuff like how certain things work, like you have bipolar, depression, stress management. It's not really good to stuff down your feelings all the time. That's another thing that we may talk about, but we're not going to be telling you that, oh yeah, you really need to be doing X, Y, and Z, and giving you an outline of what to do that, when to do that, and how to do that. Well, we do provide ideas for coping skills or managing different things, we do not give advice. And in addition, your problems may not be solved as quickly as you hope, depending on you and your own journey and your own experience and what you're putting in. Yeah, that depends on you as a client too, not really necessarily on us. It's your journey. We're just along the ride for a while, and we're just helping you until you're ready to go back out on your own. So sessions could range from anywhere from one, depending if you think your counselor is someone that you want to work with, to multiple sessions till like 12, or sometimes people go a longer time. But part of the therapeutic journey is, even though that it may take a little bit longer sometimes, it also is not meant to be forever. It's okay to come back every now and then if you're having issues, but it's not meant to be something that is forever, unless of course it is severe issues or you need help with managing like medications, or you have some sort of chronic illness going on and you want help with that and cope. It's hard for you to cope with that in some manner. Those are some exceptions. But however, there are breaks in counseling even if you have that. If you are in a treatment plan, however, with your counselor, because it's important, like people with borderline personality disorders, there's usually like a year that you're supposed to be seeing a counselor, but there's also like, you could only talk to me this time. Let's try not to overstep boundaries and all this other stuff, right? So, and that being said, the amount of time taken depends on the individual. It's also important to note that it might not be the process you thought it will be. You will get into some deep feelings sometimes. You will not feel comfortable. And that's part of the process, because sometimes we need to work through things that are very uncomfortable. We need to say things and feel things and think about things and really let things out and be raw and open. It's basically being the ugly truth within ourselves that we need to let out so we could really see what's going on. Because as optimistic as I am, a lot of people are like, oh, you're so positive. Yes, but that's also because I know how to deal with other aspects of my life that are not positive. I allow myself to roll in the ugliness, reflect, grow from it, and it gets me to the optimistic. And so keep it in mind when you are going to counseling or you're seeking out services that it may not be as pretty as you hope. You may take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And that's part of the process. In addition to that, all that, it's also important to note that although counselors really care about you and support you and are rooting for you and all this awesome stuff, it is a professional relationship. We're not your friends, and I'm sorry to say, even if we get along with you, even if we, and if it was another setting, we would be friends, we are still professionals. We keep that client professional boundary, and there shouldn't be any intermixing. That being said, if you have counselors that are reaching out to you and, you feel uncomfortable, you could report that, just saying, okay? And vice versa, counselors will let you know that, if it's okay, because there's some counselors that do videos like me, but they will tell you, either in the disclaimers or before you start sessions, or if they come across, that you're saying some stuff, they will tell you like, hey, you're my client, but I put this information out there, but I will not be contacting you through that form. That's usually how it goes, and they will not break confidentiality or any of that, or privacy. So about the therapeutic process and not being friendship, the therapeutic process doesn't mean that, oh, I'm just professional, I am a robot. No, we are humans. We care about you. We support you. We want to see you succeed in it. You're not just another client to us. Obviously, we care about the connection we're making. We try to nurture that environment. But like I said, there is the boundaries. And something else that you could think about when counseling, everyone that's a counselor has their own style. So if you don't vibe with someone, give it a few sessions, 2 or 3 sessions, see how it goes. And the counselor will also be looking at that. And so it's important for you because it is still a relationship of a sort. So you still have to get along and they have to be of understanding. And sometimes you may not feel comfortable, depending, maybe like there's different things that come into accountability. If you're struggling with certain issues like race, you may want to seek out someone that is of a similar race or something, because it might make you feel more comfortable. And that's okay. But also keep in mind, counselors do get training in a lot of areas. Some people specialize in certain things, some people do not. And when you're thinking about seeking a counselor, make sure that you're looking, and when you do the phone call to get some services, make sure you know what you're looking for in particular. And as far as, like I said, the styles, some people are more laid back, some people are more directive. That meaning that they'll ask you more questions and kind of prompt you. Some people are more, they'll do arts and crafts with you. Some people will just talk and listen. Some people will have you do worksheets. There's just different things, and it depends on the counselor. It depends on their style. It depends on their area of theories that they like to use to help out clients. But the main goals are to provide space for the client, for the group, for the family, for the couple, where they feel comfortable to share. And in addition to that, I would like to add about confidentiality. Confidentiality means that counselors will not share with other people what you're talking about in counseling. There are, however, some limits to that. It could be the limit of if you're a danger to yourself or danger to others, or you're in danger. If there is, the court's asking for something from the counselor. What else? Also, with parents, they do have a right for some things. Right? There is a right to parents. However, usually that confidentiality level is still kept, and parents will still not be told every single thing unless the counselor feels like it's absolutely necessary. There are more laws on that depending on your state, and so that is something that you should look into. So, and also depending if it's a school counselor as well, it just depends on the type of counselor, but generally counselors try to maintain confidentiality. So, there's a lot of exceptions, but that safe space that we try to provide is why we have confidentiality. But make no mistakes, murdering people is, that's hurting someone else. So, anyways, so those are some things to expect from counseling. I know that there is a certain type of idea that we have about counseling, and maybe this kind of helps get an idea a little bit better of what counseling may look like. And counseling also, I would like to add, is a little bit or very different, doing individual versus couples versus family versus groups. There is differences in that, and sounds like I'll probably be making another video about the differences between those things, which also may take a while to explain. So I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, what have you. I will catch you in the next video. Remember to like, share, and comment below your thoughts, your questions, your ideas, and how counselors have been helping you. Or if you're a counselor, talk about some other resources or some other misconceptions that, there may be about counseling, and maybe I can make another video about that. Catch you later.